We went swimming with the kids, and I used my Apple Watch on the pool swimming. It recorded the swimming quite well, so we can see here that it noticed when I was swimming freestyle, then breaststroke, then mixed and butterfly, then backstroke, and it calculated the time for every lap, and it made the total in meters. I also could choose the length of the pool, which is 20 meters instead of 25, and it calculated everything. So I'm quite impressed with the Apple Watch. So the pool is decorated for Christmas, and I asked the boys to swim 2 lengths in each of the Red Cross swimming styles. So the first 2 are freestyle, and then we're going to be doing backstroke, then breaststroke, and finally elementary back. So those are the 4 styles they have to master in order to pass the exams in the Red Cross program here in Quebec. At the end of each course, they have to get a couple more details in the swimming style. And also they have to get stronger and be able to do a little bit more length without stopping each level. The number of levels have changed since I was young, and when I was teaching, at one point it was 8 levels, which were labeled in terms of colors, and it started in yellow, then orange, then red, going all the way up to white, and then it changed into aquaventure, which was adventure in swimming, and there was 12 levels, and then they got back down to 8 levels. So we've been swimming, we've went twice since the last video. We haven't had the chance to practice a lot because the boys have basketball also, and my girl has gymnastics, and we're doing a lot of things, so we go whenever we can. But I can still see they are getting a little bit stronger. So the beginning of the first length is usually a lot better than the second length. You can see that he's getting so tired at the end of the second length that the legs are falling down, and it's getting more and more difficult to swim for him. So he's doing his best, but it's not easy. I like that his head is still heading back, but I would like to see his arms straight, which he's not doing. He was doing better in the first lane, but he's getting more and more tired. So this kid has difficulties with having his little pinky in the water first, and also really touching his ear with his arm, so that he's really grabbing the water behind himself instead of on the side. So the arm shouldn't arrive in the water on the side at 2 o'clock, the arm should really go up until the arm is so high that it's almost like midnight and a half on the clock. So that's the main thing he has to practice. We've discussed it a little bit, and I think the next step would be to practice on the dry land, so outside of the water, really to have him do a rotation of his shoulders, which would really help, I think, to get the pinky in the water first and then really get the arm up and touching the ear when it goes into the water. With breaststroke, we still have a problem with the coordination here. The coordination is wrong, so that you should always take arms, legs, and then you should slide. But he's doing here the arms and legs at the same time, which doesn't permit him to slide, so he's losing a lot of energy to try to move in the water. So usually breaststroke is a swimming style that is supposed to be more relaxed than freestyle, because you do the arms and then you do a big kick and then you slide for a couple of seconds, 1 or 2 seconds, and it makes you really take it more easy than freestyle, which is always moving. But this kid is really struggling because of the lack of coordination, doing arms and legs at the same time. This kid is doing a little bit better in the coordination, and also I do feel that he's sliding a little bit more, so it's a bit better. Unfortunately, I do see that his kicking is a bit of a scissor kick, and while it still seems to be going quite well for him, I don't think it's the right kick. He really should practice to make really symmetrical kick like a frog instead of a scissor kick. But we'll be practicing this, and he's gonna get stronger and do the movement in a more perfect way. Last to length of the swimming pool is the elementary back. It's supposed to be a lazy and easy swimming style, because you're supposed to do at this time leg and arm at the same time and then slide for a long time. But the kids are not sliding well. They have usually their position of the leg so low in the water that they're not sliding, and then it's really difficult to move faster. So we'll have to work on the position of the head so that you're looking far away back, and then really having like the position of the throat, which is really up, so that the head is looking back, and this will help to get the belly button out of the water more. So we can see he's really in a sitting position in the water almost, so this is really difficult to stay out of the water and keep advancing. So he's struggling quite a bit, but he's gonna get better. It's still difficult at the beginning. We just learned this swimming style last practice. So this kid has a movement of sliding that is better than the other. I see 2 problems. One is that the hands are a bit out of the water, and that is not something that will help him long time, because it's a lot better to push water than air. The legs again are doing a bit of a scissor movement, so really make sure that you will pay attention to doing a symmetrical movement of both legs instead of a scissor movement. But still, it's getting better. Another problem is the knees that are getting out of the water. Really try to let the knees in the water in this elementary backstroke. But still, they're getting better, and with COVID and the inability to be able to have swimming lessons here in Quebec, we're still happy to be able to do this. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.